In this video, we're going to walk through how to set up a cafeteria type of seating chart. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a copy of this Google Sheet. And first, I just kind of want to run through how this is working before I kind of get rid of some of this fake data. So you can see here that names are pulling from a Google form. And then what we did is we just kind of did student numbers real quick just to kind of show how this would work. You can skip this for now and the QR codes, but right here where it says seating chart, I'm able to toggle between periods, in between the quarters, and I can see when students have signed up for their lunch period and which table they will be sitting at. So this is great if you have like a big event and you need to know where students are sitting and kind of to keep track of that seating chart. So let's go ahead and make a copy. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to File, Make a Copy, and go ahead and rename this. I'm going to call this Public. And once you make a copy, it is going to pull over your data. You can go ahead and delete the fake data that we put in here. And I will actually put a copy of this form that will not have any of the data in the speaker notes or the description for the YouTube video. So right there is what I have. And then if I go ahead and I go into my tools, manage form, I can go in and I'm able to go in and edit my form. So again, that was under tools, manage form, edit form. And then again, right here where it says copy of, I can go ahead and rename it to my name so I know that that's my copy. And then I can see here that it has the name, it's got the quarters. I could add quarter 1 and 2 if I wanted to. I could update my lunch periods, my table numbers all the way to 34. And then what I can do is I am able to look at that Google Sheet if I need to. I'm going to go ahead and preview this as a student because this is kind of important. I'm going to go ahead and fill out a test. Okay. And so right here we can see that my information is pulling. However, my information here is not pulling. So what you need to do is you need to go to the reference tab. Instead of F3, I'm going to change this to F2, and you'll need to change that to 2. And then right here where it says 3 again, I need to change that to 2 as well. Okay, so when you make a copy of the Google form, it like creates another row. You have to do that on your first one. And then with these QR codes, you will need to go in, and if you want to, you can create a link. So if I go in here to the 3 dots and I go to pre-filled link, I'm able to go ahead and say I want this to always do quarter 3 and lunch period 3, or I want this to be table 1. Okay, so now that I've got that, I can hit get link, and then I can copy the link down here, and I can go to my Google form. And the way that Luis filled this out is it will auto filter. So now when they click this, it's going to go to that form. However, because of that, I need to drag all of these down, and then I should be able to see that it updated quarter 3, table 11. Okay, so it should change to table 12 and so on. So if you want those QR codes and you want to tape them on the tables, you could do so. Or you could just go ahead and kind of use one Google form where the students would just see this link and you would make this a QR code. You could do that as well. So if you go up here and then create QR code, I could download this or have my students just go here and then they would fill out the form. Unless you wanted to pre-organize it so every table would have their own unique code, you could do that as well. All right, so now that we have talked about the QR codes, now we're going to look at that seating chart. So if I go to my responses, it was period 4, table 8, quarter 3. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm going to click and click, and what you're seeing here is no data. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to the one that is the example. I'm going to rename it so I don't forget. Okay. And I'm going to go to the seating chart tab. what you're going to do is click right here on this little box between the 1 and the A, and you're going to hit Command Copy. You're going to copy this, and then you're going to push it right here to your copy. So remember, I'm in my public copy, and I'm going to paste it in. And now that I've pasted it, I can see that my name is showing up on that response for table 8. So now if I go back in to my Google form and I go into the live form, and now I'm going to go ahead and submit this. And I think, what was it? That way we can see the same table. Period 4 is my lunch, and then we'll do table 12 or 11 here, submit. So now I have 2 responses on my public example. Everything should be pulling, and now we can see that individual right here. Okay, so again, you do have to kind of copy it over from the example just to kind of get the formulas running with this Google form, but for the most part, it is all